Australia is proudly known for being a country where everyone should get a fair go. One way we safeguard our diverse society is through anti-discrimination laws. These laws protect people from being discriminated against on the basis of their age, gender, race, disability, sexual orientation, and gender identity. But what about people's religion, or lack of religious belief? Well, this is an important attribute for many people, but it is not protected in federal New South Wales or South Australian anti-discrimination laws. There have been a growing number of cases in Australia where people are mistreated or sued for respectfully expressing their religious beliefs or for living out their faith. For example, a Christian wedding photographer in Western Australia who agreed to photograph a couple's gay wedding was taken to a tribunal by the couple for respectfully stating that he supported traditional marriage. In another instance, a university disciplined and suspended a student simply for praying with another student who was struggling with anxiety and agreed to be prayed with. There are many more cases of people in Australia being punished and threatened for expressing their religious beliefs. You can find some of them here. For every one of these documented cases, there are many more that go unnoticed. A poll in 2021 showed that almost a third of Australians report having experienced discrimination because of their religion or religious views. Furthermore, some states have brought in laws that, though seemingly well-meaning, have seriously limited people's religious freedoms. Victoria recently changed its Equal Opportunity Act, limiting the ability of faith-based organisations to prefer to employ staff who share and live out the faith of the organisation. Other states are considering doing the same. Under this law, if a teacher at a Christian or Muslim school had a side job as a sex worker, it is no longer clear that the school would be permitted to engage in any disciplinary action, even though it is clearly contrary to Christian and Muslim religious beliefs. Similarly, it is no longer clear that churches, synagogues, and mosques can require that all their employees share their religious beliefs. Imagine a church or mosque being forced by law to employ someone who didn't believe the religion. Both the lack of protection from religious discrimination and this kind of illiberal legislation contradict Australia's international obligations, as set out in the UN International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. In response to the recommendation of the Ruddock Religious Freedom Review in 2018 and growing public demand, the federal government put out 2 draft bills for public comment in 2019 and introduced the Religious Discrimination Bill, or RDB, into Parliament in late 2021. The RDB provides protection for individuals and groups against discrimination based on their religious belief and activities, or their lack of belief, such as atheism. It also allows religious organisations to choose to prefer to employ people who agree with the religious beliefs of the organisation, just like political parties choose to prefer to employ people who agree with the political beliefs of the party. The RDB does not enable discriminatory actions against any person on the basis of other attributes like sexual orientation or gender identity. Such persons are protected by separate legislation, namely the Sex Discrimination Act. Neither does the Religious Discrimination Bill legitimise hate speech. The RDB is about giving every Australian a fair go in living out what's important to them and their communities. Unfortunately, despite a promising start, this bill was stalled in the Parliament in early 2022. Check out our next video to understand why. In the meantime, share this video to raise awareness. Contact your MPs and senators to tell them that you want a robust religious discrimination bill, not watered down by amendments, and without ill-conceived amendments to the Sex Discrimination Act. Go to these sites to understand more about the recorded cases of religious discrimination in Australia, and head to i4cs.com.au for more information about these laws.